Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We're going around the world. Let's go. Aries to Pisces. Let's see what's happening. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams deck. Aries. Aries, what are you stuck in your head about? Oh my gosh. It's like worrying. I have to make a decision. Do I stay or do I go? Something about staying or going, leaving your home. Maybe you want to, maybe you're not happy in your home or you're content, but you're worried. You're way up in your head. I feel like you do the same old thing, different day. And I feel that maybe some of you need to create an outlet, right? Okay, I'm hearing a creative outlet would help you to not be so driven by your thoughts. The decision you need to make, or whatever you're like, this is like, should I stay or should I go? For sure. This is like, I really want to go. I don't know if you want to move. I don't know if you want to go on a vacation, but you're stuck thinking about the pros and cons, right, to where you're at and where you want to be and or where you're headed. Like, this is like, I don't want to be here anymore, right? It's like, you don't want to be where you're at. Let's get one more. Let's just get one more card. Come on. That's why. You want to travel. I feel that you guys really want to travel, but maybe it's, should I go or should I stay? Should I spend the money? Where do I go? For how long do I go? So you're all just really up in your head about wanting to leave. For some of you, it could be a situation where, well, I have, okay, bear with me. It's not going to apply to everyone, but some of you are like, I have nothing left here where I'm living, so I want to just take my money. Maybe you just want to take your money and relocate. I feel some of you want to relocate for sure. If it's not a vacation, I don't know. I feel that like confusion in my head. Like, where do I go? If I were to move, where would I go? Where would I land? Where would I be most happy? Yeah. Yeah. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So something ended. Maybe it was a job. Or if it was someone external to you, it could have been a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Right? It's just, where do I go from here? Okay? Ask yourself what is it that your heart wants? And then go from there. It is all about the decision of the heart that is key to unlocking our true happiness. See? I think for some of you, you're just like, I'm out. I do. And good for you, if that's what you're doing. For others, it's a vacation, and go. I mean, life's short. Don't we know it? Okay, Taurus. Taurus. Okay, so we have Scorpio and Libra here. I'm going to take one more for the tree of life. Well, I did. Wow. All right, so like you, Taurus, remain very abundant. You just know how to make money. Money just grows. right? Okay, so someone grew up, literally, someone grew up with the old adage of money doesn't grow on trees. And you're like, yeah, it does. All right, and here it is. Something that you're maybe going through, a court case, maybe that's where the payout comes from. A court case has been cleared. It went in your favor, obviously, and it's over now. Maybe some of you had to go to court for something that, with regard to financial, the fairness of financial means being divvied up. Something about financial money being divvied up. So it could be a will, right? Will and testament from a death. I feel that an inheritance, you're saving it though. And if you're not, this is a good time to start saving and or investing. And I don't mean in the stock market, just I feel like some of you are invested in property values, building new foundations of, renting property, owning properties. Okay? This is from a death. It's already happened. Someone got their money. Maybe you were waiting for this money to come, right? I wish things could be different. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Maybe you were like, no money in the world could replace this person who's crossed over. But you're very grateful for what you got from it. I don't know who's crossed over, but someone did cross over, I believe, for the majority of you. It could have been a Scorpio, and it could have been a Scorpio moon. But you see that you got your the fairness was divvied up properly, or what have you. Some of you, if it's not on inheritance, just the thought. Some of you, it happened already and it just went through the court systems and you're like, just the thought of this, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. It makes you unsettled, knowing that this money, for some of you, came from a past loved one. Now, that's not going to apply to every Taurian, no. But it's there to ease to ease someone's pain. Someone from the other side is saying, Taurus, this is what I need for you to know, that they left that for you as a token of their love and appreciation. And it just went through the court system, okay? That's all I have to say. Gemini. Sometimes we just, reading into it too much gets us more confused. Okay, Gemini, 5 of Wands, Wheel, and 4 of Wands. Well, okay, so there's like this feeling of your home is unsettling. It's unsettled. You're not settled, like settled in. Some of you may want to move, but you can't. There could be some fighting in the household. We have Leo here and Aries. So, well, it could be Leo, Aries, Sag, right? Maybe this happened on the 4th, right? Maybe it happened yesterday, but if not, maybe it's just in 4 days, people are going to start fighting. They're not they're arguing. If it's not external people in your home, like who's staying, who's going kind of vibe. Also, I feel if it's not that, then I really do feel that you're very conflicted in your home. Like you just don't want to be there. You wish the wheel would turn and you could just say, I'm out, you know? Sometimes that is the best way. I feel this is like a stopwatch. Like you're counting the minutes that you want to be out. Maybe you're planning to leave the family, the home, where you live. Let me get a card for Gemini on the Five of Wands. It is the true being attached, Gemini, right? We know that we want, what makes us really happy is not to be attached to anything, person, place, or thing, right? And this is a place. But this is also the inner workings of yourself, okay? This is not just your physical home. This is the inner workings of your physical home, which is yourself, inward. Your inward self may be, if it's not disattaching yourself from people or places or things, which is those addictions. Maybe you're recovering from an addiction. Maybe you're realizing that you can't take stuff with you when you go. So why worry about it? Why get yourself all worked up about not, just enjoy what you have, but, things come and go. Some of you are recovering from some addictions, and it's a struggle. It's not easy. Absolutely not. You have 2 4s. So I am going to say you're working within and without. 2 4s. Within and without. Your external, you're trying to merge your external with your internal. Happiness, not being attached to things, and or getting rid of those attachments that are no longer serving your highest good. You and I were too young. Okay, so if someone has left the house, right? A partner, a spouse, what have you, you came to the conclusion, maybe amicably, that you were just too young and it's over. Someone could have feasibly left the house, but I'm going to say with these cards, they didn't go quietly. I don't feel like someone left the house quietly. They were not, they were angry and or very taken back by what happened, like having to leave the house. Okay. All right. Let's get one more shuffle in for Cancerians. Okay. Cancers. Spirit says, hold on to your faith. You're like, are you kidding me? You're rising up. Look at this. Spiritual ascension. I did get 2 more, so I'm going to take them. Look at. So, spiritually ascending, and it's kind of, so leveling up, working on yourself, right? Having the faith, keeping the faith, leveling up, right? And you have someone in your midst that's a soul connect that is having a hard time with your leveling up. Why? Because they're not on the same, they're not connected solely to you. Do you understand? This is a dynamic of someone who, a false soul connect. And someone who doesn't understand you. Someone doesn't understand your working on yourself spiritually. You're rising up. You trust in you have the highest regard of trust and faith, right? And some, people that aren't on the same page are not going to deal with that easily. It could be someone, it could be family, friends. I mean, you've got 5 of Wands, right? And it could be a loved one. Maybe it's, someone that you were in love with, or, or it could be a family member that you're in love with. We do find ourselves having soul connections that we are in love with, people, places, and things. It's not just, this is a soul connect. But because it comes with the 5 of Wands, I feel this could be a family soul connect as well, right? You do have 2 5s. So if there's any internal struggle for you, it's like, just keep the faith. Let's look at the 5s, because 5s is all about everything's shifting, changing. Wow. Look at that. Wow. This could be for Cancerians, sun, moon, and or rising for sure. Not that it's not for all signs. You take it as it applies to you. This is about, are you concerned about where you live, how you live, wanting to stay in this castle? It's like you've built your life in a certain style of living, comfortable, and others have, if they have a problem with it, well, then they should leave. And maybe they did. Right? You're very comfortable. You're very peaceful. Where you live, how you live is, quite frankly, no one's business. I feel you even though we're apart, and that's where this comes in. Okay? So there has been, for sure, someone who you were living with or being, an ex, what have you, that you thought this was the real deal, and then for some reason, Cancers, their lifestyle is not the same as yours. And that is a frequency difference, right? It's not about how much money you have. It's as simple as, you know what? I like a clean house. It's as simple as everything's got its place in order. It's not just being clean. This is about order. This is about beautifying your home. You don't like, let's say, things out of order, things out of place, and someone else had to deal with that, or others. One in particular. Maybe you were living with someone and it was like, geez, why are you, why are dishes in the sink? It's that kind of. When the vibration of one person, look, when one's vibration is rising and the other is staying in the right, this is below the horizon and this is above. So this person or people, family members, loved ones, or an ex, what have you, is in the lower vibration on the chakras. And you are rising up. You're leveling up. Your higher consciousness is here. Here's the horizon, and here's below the horizon. And that's where people don't understand. It literally does venture from the entire 8 of as above, so below. And the horizon is where we are at a balance, right? So that's where the conflict, for many, the realization of people just aren't on vibrationally on the same consciousness as you. So you choose to live a certain way and others can't deal with that. Some are jealous. I mean, come on, it happens. But I feel it's truly that when you're rising up, people are having a problem with that. All right, Leo. Leo, wow, look at this. I love the devil reversed. We're not going to lie that maybe the mother of your children, right? You're no longer obsessed when it comes to Leos. Maybe some of you are, some of you are rising up in terms of in love, right? You're really loving the mother of your children. You're loving where you live. You're loving the money you make. You're very compassionate, right? And when you have the devil reversed in the middle, it's like, okay, so now I'm not only detaching from things that no longer serve my highest good, but I'm realizing, I feel like some of you Leos are realizing the attachments that you have had in the past, the fears that you have had, the people that you have loved and maybe lost. You realize that you can't hang on, right? You can't hang on to people, places, and things. You have to let people be themselves. And that goes for energetically speaking of materialistic things all the way up to, what you perceive as important and special in love. You can't make someone what they're not. Does that make sense? I am going to take a card for the devil reversed. It's kind of like you can't make someone change the way that they are, but you still love them nevertheless. Okay, Leo, devil reversed. Wow, look at that. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. This could have been an obsession, detaching from the obsession of an external person. Could be the mother of your child. Could be two different people, right? She could be the same person where you're not obsessed anymore. Like this person, this could be your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who is the mother of your children. You are, wherever Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio lands in your, Taurus, Libra lands in your chart, Leo, this could be that Someone's putting down all the addictions that they used to have and rising up to being more compassionate and loving. This person is compassionate and loving. And maybe they're helping you through it, or you're helping them get through that, right? That doorway of, I got to step up to the plate. Someone stepped up to the plate. And this could be who it is, who helped you get through maybe an addiction, behaviors that are no longer serving your highest good. Could be a Pisces. Oh, okay, this one fell. Let's get it. Hold on. Okay. You came closer than anyone. Okay, so Leos, for those of you who are no longer with this person, maybe this is Leos, maybe this is, you know, the mother of your child, right? This is the baby mama. Maybe they're no longer in your life, but you still have great love for them, right? And you're not obsessed with them, but you still love them nonetheless. Like I said before, I feel you have great love for the mother of your children. Yeah, I do. And I think this is one person. I'm going to tell you right now. I do. I feel this is one person who is very connected, compassionate, and just knows. This person knows, Leo, that you will always have a very special, near and dear place in your heart for them. And not obsessing over what happened, you know, getting through it. Getting through it. We get through it by detachment, you know. It's not like we don't love people that we've lost necessarily, you know. You can only take the love with you anyway, so, right? I mean, obviously people harbor, you know, certain pains of their past. And that could be masculine and or feminine, but I really feel that Leo was for the masculine that is dealing with the baby mama, their baby mama and or their mother. And you have great love for that person, no doubt. Okay, Virgo. Virgo. Well, okay, so we're on point. You came out to tell me that. Virgo, you just want to, like, there's a purpose for wanting to visit. Okay, I don't think it's, okay, for some of you, it's, I want to go, I want to visit someone who lives at a distance, and I want to express that I've changed, I've leveled up, maybe not an expression or of speaking, of action. The expression of action in terms of, I want someone to know that I've leveled up and I've changed. Yep. I feel someone wants an Aries or all the signs. For me, the hangman is all signs. Because why? He has all the signs of the stars, the moon, everything on his back. He's got a sun on the back too. He's got all of the aspects within him, and he knows it. He being this authentic person who leveled up. So Virgo, if you're this person who leveled up, you want to tell someone that was really very a predominant person in your past, how you have leveled up, how you have gotten very clear about who you were dealing with and what they meant to you, how happy they made you. This man is naked. So he wants to connect with his past. Maybe it's not just one person, but I feel that the masculine wants to connect with someone from their past and let them know how much they've changed. How they've changed. They are truly their authentic self. And if it's not an external person, Virgo, then this is you. Masculine and or feminine. You've leveled up and have literally seen the light of a new day on how you perceive things in your life. You've changed. My life is not as together as it seems. I feel that you may feel that people envisioned Virgos as, I don't have my shit together, but you do. And maybe that's why you want to go back and tell someone, you may not have thought my life was as put together as it seems. Because look at this. This is a very put together soul. She knows her worth. I feel like you definitely want someone in your past, from your past, to know that you have your shit together now. And not in a vengeful way at all. It comes from the heart. It's like, look at me now. I feel you want to express that to someone. That maybe you had issues when you were with this person, right? You had other issues going on, perhaps in Aries, like I said, or any zodiac, any sign. And you're like, you know what? I got to tell that person, or I have to feasibly go there and show them what I've learned, where I've been, what I've learned, and who I am. Okay. And you know what, Virgo? There's truly nothing wrong with wanting to show others how you've grown. Sometimes we don't have to go feasibly to travel to do that. So that traveling card, or just looking back, wanting someone to realize that you're not the same person. All right, Libra. Libra, look at that beautiful depiction of the wheels turning, Libra, and money's coming in. I mean, are you kidding? And I'm going to say, who did I say this to? Did I say it to? I don't know. But money, you know, the old adage, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, that's not true, right? The tree of life is the infinite abundance that we have in Mother Earth. Mother Earth knows that. It's just humans that have a hard time understanding it until they do. So the wheel's going to turn, right? Maybe like March 10th. 10 being significant, right? Or the 4th, or in 4 days. So whatever is coming in, whether it be owed to you, whether it be, you know, something you've been waiting for, not necessarily owed, maybe some, you know, investments that you've been making and or waiting on. Maybe a new job for some of you, working out of your home now, not necessarily needing to go to, like, you know, your typical 9-to-5 job. I feel that you are very comfortable in this lifestyle that you have achieved and attained for yourself, right? I do. And I feel that maybe if you're doing something in-home business or what have you, money was stagnant. And not just money, but also like what you do for a living, right? What you do for a living is growing, right? It could be growing not only in financial sector, but also growing, you know, subscribers if you do anything online, TikTok, on whatever platform you may be. Maybe you're selling products, right, out of the home or online. Everything's going to turn now that this wheel is here. I feel that you were just really concerned. Like, you know what they say when you open a new business, right? When you launch something new, it takes, like, they say a year at least to get, you know, that wheel turning. You speak to me through music. Okay, so you could be dealing with just in general, other than the issue of productivity in your home, Libra. You do have someone, could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that is, I'm just going to say it, inadvertently speaking to you through music. You hear a song and you're like, oh my God, I remember that person. Or it's someone on the other side who is vibing with you through music. Take that however it applies, but it's beautiful. Yeah, the wheel's going to turn and you're going to be like, wow. I feel like you know this what you do and how you do it, or what you sell and what you services rendered and what you do for others maybe just hasn't been appreciated and or seen, and now you will be seen. Okay, Scorpio. And I don't mean that in any way egoic at all. Scorpio. Scorpio, you're like, wow. Scorpio, you're like, I heard Fast and Furious, right? This makes me feel, right? Fast and Furious going toward a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? Like, you may be driving to see someone. I feel like you may be confused about what's going on or what's been happening. Maybe you're worried about someone, and maybe it's others that are giving you a hard time. Should you decide to move forward? This is Archangel Michael. Maybe you got a download from Spirit that says someone may be in trouble, or you're helping a friend in need. You want to know if someone's okay. Let me get another card. We have Leo over here. Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see. Okay, so you know what? You may need to resolve some inner confusion about a friend, an ex that you did deal with, maybe. We have 2 5s. So you're very conflicted and upset about something that may have happened in your life with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? Standing front and center. And you want to like rush in and say, okay, what happened? What's going on? Maybe it's something that happened 5 days ago, 5 weeks ago. I gotta, Scorpio, I can't leave you hanging on this. Let's get the 5 of Wands and 5 of Cups. What is this? Wow. It's about someone's safety, someone's home. You may be asking someone about, are they okay? Who cares about, right? It's only stuff. You know what I mean? Scorpio, you may be wanting, someone may be wanting to come to your home, or you're going to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius and asking them if they are okay. What happened? Are they safe? You have masculine and feminine here. You're very confused. If it's not an external person to you, Scorpio, then you're like, you know what? I think I want to move. Some of you want to move. Some of you want to move and it's hard to do that. Move on. And you're finding it difficult to move on. Like Spirit saying, move on. Maybe you want to buy a new home. I don't feel that 100%. I feel like you're worried about, I think you're worried about maybe a Queen of Swords. Let's ask for an oracle here for Scorpio, please. I know I crossed the line with you. Okay, so that makes sense. Someone crossed the line. You know, maybe someone put their boundaries up. Maybe someone thought they could get away with something and it didn't happen. You can't really get away with much, Scorpio, with a with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe it was something you said, something you did, something you didn't say. You want to go back and make amends with someone. Maybe you didn't see the value in another and how much you really care. Right? You crossed some kind of a line. I don't know what that means. But I feel that the only way to resolve it is to literally handle it. Just like Archangel Michael. You get, right, you go to the source of the person that you want to resolve anything with. And that's not a bad idea, considering life is really too short. I feel like, Scorpio, you and or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius you just need to make amends with someone because you just never know. You want to make things right, you know? And or they do, okay? I think you got this epiphany of some sort with that Chariot. That was like Archangel Michael coming to you in your dreams and like saying something's not right. I have to make it right. I don't know what that means. I'm not saying going back. I'm just saying making it right. There's a difference. Saggies. Look at this. Palace of Coins is coming out massive. Wow. What is going on? All right. Well, Saggy, you're here. We have Virgo. So you're taking some time to think and straighten things out within your own self. I feel like you're comfortable in your home, in your place of residence. And you're like, you know what? I've got to make sure what I'm doing and where I'm headed is in the right direction. I'm going to take one more. Yeah. You're very conflicted. You really are. I feel, Saggies, you're conflicted about your next move. And I'm not talking about physical move. I feel some it's a physical move, but others it's going within and being very clear. And don't, I'm going to say it. Don't shoot the messenger, but you really need to be honest with yourself, Saggies, as to taking this time and deciding what it is that you really want, who you really want, that makes you happy and at peace. What is your inner truth? Truly, what is it? Because you want peace of mind and you don't have it. You have a conflicting situation going on. I am not available. Well, that will make a difference now, won't it? If you're dealing with someone who's not available, then you're finding it's very conflicting because you may have an interest in someone who's already with someone. Or you're personally not available because you need to go within and make a solid decision as to like your next moves, how you want to communicate to others. What are you going to say? Do you want to moving on? Is it a physical move or is it a mental moving on? And maybe this is I'm not available for sure. So take all the time you need, truly. Take all the time you need, Saggy, because you are not 100% in your headspace, in your own truth about where it is that really makes you peaceful and happy. It could be you're living, I would vouch to say that it's not where you live. I'm more concerned with how you're thinking right now about situations that you have been dealing with, right? Could it be dealing with someone who didn't tell you the truth, right? And you're like still, you still have you still need to find peace in that place. Yeah, you need to find peace in that place where where is it going to be? And it is within. So Spirit's telling you, Saggy, your place of great happiness and contentment doesn't really, is not about your living, like your home, external home. It is about the inner places of how you think, what you think about, how you talk to yourself. And for some, how you talk yourself out of things that makes you unavailable or someone else. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I think you really need to get clear on what it is you want. That I know. That's what I know. So that's what you need to know. How do I get really clear about what it is that I want for my life moving on? And, that ego is that sword also. So don't let your ego get the best of you about what it is you're really looking for or searching within your happiness. Because that ego has been with us since birth. And it's there for that reason. It's there to not only befriend, but it's also there to say, take a seat. I'm following my heart. Okay, Capricorn. I did see the Knight of Cups, which I love. Look at this. I am going to take these two. I am. Because this Five of Wands has been coming out like for everyone. You have two Knights, right? You have water and you have earth. So the Knights are looking back at what wasn't growing. Maybe, okay, I'm going to say it. If a love offer came to you, Capricorn, or you offered some love to someone, it came with a struggle of maybe an I don't know. Maybe I'm happy the way things are right now, and I don't want to place any more pressure. Like, why can't it be? I feel someone saying to you, why can't we just be in love, happily in love as we are? Why do you need, for some, why do you need more? Let's get Knight of Coins. Let's do two for the Knights. One card first for the Knight of Cups and Coins. Wow. These could be family members fighting for attention, for love. This could be your kids, right? Two Knights, these could be your kids fighting. I feel it's this way. I do. I do. I feel like the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn has this internal struggle, but shows it. And the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is on their knees saying, please stop. Stop fighting. Here's Leo. I think there's a real conflict, Capricorn, with the family of your kids. Yeah. It's like verbally, I don't agree. We're having fights about what we believe in. Maybe we're having fights about what has happened, what didn't happen. Although the Sun card is here, so it's a sun. That's why it's here. Makes sense. There's two suns that are fighting and vying for attention, and maybe one is upset because they're not getting seen for their value, their worth. One wants to be seen for what they are, how they're valued, and the other wants to be seen for how they're loved. Love and value is, this is the dynamic, right? This is the dynamic of love, right? Do we love from the heart? Do we value from the heart? Two suns are fighting here for sure. They don't see eye to eye. Well, clearly you have earth and water. But let's be honest. Earth needs the water to grow, to flourish. So, right? Where do we go from here? I regret lying to you. There it is. There was, Capricorn, a son lied to you, or they lied to their sibling. They lied, and that caused conflict, okay? I mean, it could just be a fight in the home. Boys are fighting. One lied just to get the upper hand, of course. right? And now regrets it. Maybe someone regretted it because they're not used to lying. Right? Why do we, maybe they lied just to save face. Right? But a happy outcome. A happy outcome. Maybe it hasn't happened yet, or it just happened. I feel if it hasn't, it will, and then it will turn into a happy outcome. Maybe it was someone, you know, I don't know what they lied about. It could have been anything, really. Let's not read into that. Someone definitely, I think, lied to save face. Like, you know, boys take, just like girls do, right? Take each other's shit, or wanted to be seen as the good, you know, in front of mom and dad, you know. Love comes in all shapes and sizes, and so does the lies that we tell. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, you're definitely needing to decide on, maybe make a decision about moving on, just really moving on after something has closed out. A cycle has totally closed out, right? So the cycle of part of your life has closed, and now you're in this decision-making process of, okay, now where do I go? It's kind of like, for some of you, the masculine and feminine, right, wants a new identity. Meaning, I want to change up like everything. I want to go somewhere. I want to be, you know how sometimes life throws you some curveballs, right? And you just think to yourself, we've been there. So you're not alone. Aquarius, you've said, if I move to any different location, no one's going to know me. It's a whole new life. I'll meet all new friends and people, and I won't carry this pain and this, you know, whatever I've been through, the regrets, you know, all of that, right? I just want a whole brand new identity somewhere else, where people don't know me, where I won't have to see someone from my past and have to remember what pain they caused me or the hardship. I'm going to take another card on the Four of Cups and Two of Swords for Aquarius, please. Ooh, yeah. Looking back, I don't want to have to deal with the betrayal, the manipulations, the lies. I just want to move on. Whatever you've been through, Aquarius, you just don't want to take this with you. Why would you? Right? So let's do that. Like, let's go. Let's take it there. I want to, it's all right. There's a sliver of escapism here. There's a sliver of maybe you wanted, because this is an Aquarius card, right? Maybe something happened where, you know, you wanted to escape a situation, but I feel you're escaping your own self. I do. because this Fool has no identity here. And at the four corners of the world, he wants or is searching for himself. So some of you, this is an identity crisis. And that's not a bad thing. There's no right or wrong. It's not good or bad. It's what's in the moment that we need to address for our highest good. And whether we want to see it or not, you can run, but you can't hide. You know what I mean? And from all the past crap, whatever wasn't fair, whatever was done to you, whatever, you know, whatever people have to deal with their own karma. Don't take on others' karmas, you know? But if you want to relocate because you're unhappy being in a position or a place that only reminds you of all the crap, I get it. Totally get it. I wish things could be different. Yeah. So you have this regret, remorse. It's not bad. It's just like you just want, maybe some of you just need, like, you know, to do a relocation for, you know, the time being. Or maybe take that trip if it's not a relo. Take that trip. Go somewhere where you've always wanted to go. Maybe you've never been to Europe. Why not? Who's stopping you now? No one. Yeah. It's time to let loose, Aquarius, and stop hanging on to all of the pain of your past. Let's move out of that and get into a real new life that's waiting for you. Okay? All right. And Pisces. Pisces. Wow, look at Tree of Life's been coming out and the Five of Wands has been coming out. It's massive. Can I tell you? All right, I love the Tree of Life. I am going to take one more for the Tree of Life. Look at that. Your subconscious, this is subconscious, higher consciousness. And this is taking all of the attachments, the addictions, the fears, be gone. Fears be gone. I'm leveled up. I'm working on myself, my Tree of Life, my as above, so below. As above, so below. Guess what it is? My inner and outer workings, inner, outer, is as above, so below. I am no longer, I'm working on no more attachments, no more fears, no more addictions. I am leveling up. You're leveling up. Oh my God, I think this is absolutely beautiful. Subconscious, higher consciousness. Right? You're no longer attached to anything. You have learned discernment. It's not like you didn't know it. You know when you let go of all of this crap on the 3D, you rise to the 5D. You know that. It is. It's like this. As above, so below. This is exactly your read. Oh my God. I'm not attaching myself to anything. I'm not needing anything to make me happy. So many things remind me of you. Yeah, well, that doesn't mean that it's bad. That means I take what I have gained, what I have learned, what I have gained, I take it with me, and I am grateful for this climb. This is like the climb, seriously. And I'm grateful for the things that remind me of you. I'm now more attuned. This is really awesome. Someone's doing their work. I hope it's many of you, because that is beautiful. All right, let's get, wow, great reads. I find it interesting, though, I am going to say that the Five of Wands came out a lot, as did the Tree of Life. And that's because why? You guys watching my channel are working on yourselves. That's why. I could sit here and do reads that are, you know, the everyday, who's lost out on what regrets have we had, who's doing who, hookups, lies, manipulation, all of that. But this channel is about ascending to a higher consciousness. Okay, these two came out. That was all. Let's go. Venus in Gemini. So what's that? Right? It's not what's that, but it is about communicating love, communicating how we feel, what we love, whom we love, providing information to others, giving others. Right now, light workers are being called to provide the light for all. It's not like it hasn't always been this way. Light workers are being called, they've always been called. But right now, with the spiritual warfare, the call to take action as we realize that love is what must be communicated to the masses. Information that we, all of you watching, are on path, are on your journey. Your spiritual journey is about, Venus is about love, and Gemini is about the yin and yang of masculine, feminine, merging together as two, becoming one, right? Two. Masculine and feminine, expressing love to humanity, for humanity. So all of you, all of us are here to rise up to the occasion of what needs to be communicated out there, which is love, being the common denominator. You've watched me long enough to know that whatever information that we speak, that we hear, that we believe needs to be communicated. Some light workers, well, they say 144,000, right? 144,000, I feel that is the frequency of many whom have risen to higher consciousness and who are working on helping others. And one light, right, branches out just like trees do, and just like our arms do and our hands, whatever. That light, that one light, branches out to the masses, right? Energy doesn't just remain in one spot, right? We are the energy of the all. So we are the energy of love resulting from what we are now doing and how we are showing up for humanity. Does that make sense? And so some of the light workers, my point, because I want to make sure I say this, some of the light workers are reincarnations of the ascended masters, such as two in particular. Saint Germain is definitely on the earth plane in a fragment of the energy of Saint Germain is on the earth plane, helping to rise the consciousness of this spiritual warfare, as well as El Moria, as well as maybe others that I'm not privy to, but I have been told it's El Moria and Saint Germain. So the ascended masters reincarnate some of, like, the fragments of their energy are put into maybe one of us, you know, because we are all one. So we are representations of, once we know what we're here to do. Does that make sense? Okay. I send you guys so much love. Spread the word of love in whatever way is best for you. Most importantly, love and know thyself. I love you guys. Take care.